Health insurance impacts us all. In 2022, you'd expect everyone to have it in some capacity, but especially business owners.
But that's not always the case. Right now, with current regulations, quite a few people fall through the cracks and aren't covered. As News 3's Dave Davis discovers, the cost can be unbearable, and it can force some people to make pretty difficult decisions.
When you look at numbers like $1,635 a month for one person, that's unaffordable.
Jim Anderson of Vienna has been selling health insurance for 29 years.
$7,000 deductibles, $6,100, $6,300.
And 24 of those as the broker of his own agency, selling policies he wishes he could afford.
And of course, there's people in the room that think, everything's too high, or they wish their plan had better benefits. And I'm like, I wish I worked there.
That's because Anderson suffers from several serious health conditions.
I'm type 2 diabetic. I've been that way for 4 years now. High blood pressure, 4 different medications a day, and possibly some heart issues because of the other 2 factors. And I've had 2 past cancers.
And in an ironic twist, he's uninsured despite being a successful business owner.
Someone like myself makes more than the 51, gets no subsidy, and that's where I had to make the choice because the prices skyrocketed after the law took place.
Anderson had insurance until President Barack Obama signed the Affordable Care Act into law in 2010. Now he makes too much money to qualify for a reduced rate.
The plan that I used to have is a silver plan. That's what most people buy. $1,635 a month for me alone. And that's over $19,000 a year.
And if he were able to buy that plan, he would still have a high deductible and must pay over $8,000 out of pocket. Anderson's not alone, though. According to a report by the CDC, last year, over 31 million Americans were uninsured, like small business owner Jason, who chose to remain anonymous.
It can be scary sometimes. Sometimes when you have a cold that's lingering.
Jason's business is physical, and he's occasionally injured, but a trip to the hospital is his last resort.
I no longer have a tendon here in my thumb,
which required an expensive surgery to repair, but like most injuries or illness, he chose to pass due to a lack of insurance.
I can get into the clinic sometimes, but every now and then they don't have the room to take in a free access to health care. So it can be scary, and I just have to be extra careful.
But Rex Buddy, the president and CEO of Southern Illinois Healthcare, says people shouldn't put off the treatments that they need.
I would just ask people not to be afraid to get health care. If you're worried about some aspect of the bill, then please don't, call us and talk to us, because we can help you with those sorts of things. We can let you know about programs. You can even apply for our charity care program on the MyChart system. So there's a variety of ways. I would at least call us and talk to us.
SIH is a not-for-profit health system and has given more than $1 billion in charity care over the past decade. These options do help alleviate some of the cost, but Anderson believes more needs to be done to eliminate the gap for eligibility.
But we all have to come together. The insurance carriers, the doctors, the hospitals, clients, everybody has to come together because the prices are outrageous. And like I said, at $19,000 a year, I'm just not going to pay it.
Anderson will soon have a chance to purchase health insurance due to a change in life situation. Jason, on the other hand, says he doesn't see his status changing anytime soon. In Carterville, with photojournalist Stephen Grimsley, Dave Davis, News 3.